Hi, Dr. Joe Vitali here, and welcome to the immersion experience. Now, if you wanted to learn another language, the best way to do it is to be picked up and dropped off in another country. The country where you want to learn that particular language, of course. And when you're there, you'll have to fend for yourself. And because you'll be in the natural environment, nobody's speaking your language to begin with, you'll learn the other language. You'll be immersed in it. And so that's the fastest way to accelerate results in learning a language. But today we want to talk about the wealth trigger transformation. So the wealth trigger experience comes from total immersion in the concepts around the wealth trigger. And what we're planning to do here is to create breakthroughs, 5 in particular for you. I'm going to be creating 5 different videos. This is the very first one. And in each one, I'm going to give you a principle or a concept. I'll do my best to explain it and demonstrate it. And then I'm going to ask you to take action on that particular one. And by doing these short videos and these short action steps, you can have breakthroughs every day, 5 days in a row. And all of this will be a beginning to your transformation. We want you to experience the wealth trigger transformation, the wealth trigger immersion experience, so that you can change your life, so you can have, do, or be whatever you want, particularly when it comes to finances. So what do we want to begin with? Today is all about what do you want? It's all about the power of intention. Now, most of us are victims. Most of us are just bouncing and reacting from life, from one experience to the other, and we don't feel like we have a whole lot of control. Well, we don't have a whole lot of control because we don't state what we really want. You see, what you want to do today is activate your reticular activating system, your RAS. The reticular activating system is at the back of your brain, at the brain stem, and right now it's hardwired to do one thing: keep you alive. Consciously, you can't be aware of all the information that's coming around at any one moment. Unconsciously, there's about 10 million bits of information that is being filtered through your life experience, through your reticular activating system. And that's a good thing, because consciously, you couldn't handle it. Consciously, you would be overwhelmed. So what is the reticular activating system filtering? It's filtering the information and only making available to you consciously what's going to help you to survive. It is hardwired to keep you alive. It's a good thing. Yours is working because you're watching me, and mine's working because I'm watching you. We're doing fine. Our reticular activating system is alive and well. But most people don't know that you can actually program your RAS to do more. And so what I want you to do today is to state an intention. When you state an intention in the right way, you will activate the reticular activating system, and it will sort out all that tens of millions of bits of information at any one moment and find what's relevant to your intention and make it available to you consciously. So it's hard to believe, but right now, consciously, you can't see everything that's going on in your life experience. But unconsciously, it's all coming in, and it's being filtered by that beloved RAS, reticular activating system. All right, so how do you state another intention? First of all, what do you want? What do you want? What would you like to have, do, or be? Now, we're talking about wealth trigger, and this is an immersion, so maybe you can focus on wealth. How much more money do you want? What kind of income do you want? How many more sales do you want? How do you want your business to boom? Do your best to describe it as clearly as you can in one sentence. Now, what's really important here is that you activate this sentence with emotion. You see, most people also don't know that you tend to attract what you love, what you hate, and what you fear. We're good at that. We attract what we love, hate, and fear. We want to focus on what you love about attracting more money. It's not necessarily in love with money, but you want money to be a means to an end. Wealth is much more than money anyway. So what exactly do you want to have happen in your life? What would you like to receive? If you can have it fall out of the sky, fall into your lap, don't worry about how anything's going to work out at this point. What you're really doing is stating your request, your intention, your order with the universe. More importantly, more directly, with your own mind. So it begins with, what is the one thing that you would like to have? Spell it out, but have a sense of emotion around it, because that's part of what activates the reticular activating system. You need to have some passion, some drive, some fire, if you will. That's the first part. The second part is to have an image. You need a visual representation of what it means to attract more wealth. If you want to trigger more wealth into your life in this wealth trigger immersion experience, find a visual. Maybe that's a new car. Maybe that's a new house. Maybe that's a photo of your bank account with more money in it. Maybe it's looking at your checkbook and you see a larger number there. What does it look like visually to have more wealth in your life? So you're stating your intention with emotion, and you're finding a visual that you can have in your mind, or one you can actually look at. Both of these are how you'll activate the reticular activating system. Then the third thing you have to do is repeat this. And you repeat it by writing down your statement, finding the visual representation of it, and reading it, feeling it, seeing the visual, and doing it in the morning when you wake up, in the evening, right before you go to bed, and whenever you think about it through the day. A lot of people create vision boards for this very reason. A vision board is very simply a board, often a poster board, and it has visuals on it, like a new car or a new house or stacks of $100 bills or whatever the representation is for you. And people put it by their bathroom mirror, they put it on the refrigerator, they put it on their dashboard, and they just glance at it. Why? Because they're sending the signal into their mind to activate the reticular activating system. When you do that, the brain is now on high alert. You've actually programmed your radar. Now, as you go through your day, your mind is going to be finding more things, more ideas, more opportunities that you didn't see before. They were there, but you didn't see them because your reticular activating system wasn't programmed to alert you to them. Remember, the RAS is programmed for your survival. That's working. You don't want to change that. But you can add to it. So in today's first immersion lesson, what you want to do is state your intention. Write it down. Add energy to it. Add emotion to it. Feel it. You want some love in there, some passion in there. What would it feel like? How good would it feel to have more wealth in your life? What does that represent to you? Write it down. And then find a graphic. You can describe a graphic. You can cut out a photo out of a magazine. You can go online. You can research. You can find some sort of visual representation of what it is for you. And then the third thing is repeat this, meaning look at your statement or think about your statement and feel the statement and actually look at the visual often. Do it in the morning, do it in the evening, do it as often as you can think about it, because this is how you're pre-programming your mind. If you only do this one time, it's going to be too weak and your mind will forget it. It'll just go in your unconscious mind and be part of your memory database. But that's it. It won't activate anything. So you have to do this in the way I'm describing it, and you need to do it today. This is all about taking action. Money likes speed, the universe likes speed, results come from speed. So today is all about acting on this idea. This lesson is about your reticular activating system, but more importantly, it's about the art of stating an intention. An intention sorts out everything in the universe and only brings to you what's relevant to your stated intention. Then when you become conscious of it, you want to act on it. And we'll talk about that some more in another lesson. But for today, you've got to kickstart everything and fire it up and turbocharge it and turn on the afterburners and do everything I'm talking about by stating your intention with energy, with a visual, and with repetition. That turns on the reticular activating system. All right, you got it? All right, now do it. I'm purposely keeping these videos short. Your time's important to you. You're busy, I'm busy. Let's keep this very brief. Let's keep it to the point. And so the next part, though, is you have to take action. Don't put this off until later. Do it now. You can revise it over lunch. You can revise it tonight. You can revise it all you like. But you got to do it now. Now is the point of power. The past is gone. The future isn't here yet. All you got is this. So do it now. I believe in you. It all starts here. Expect miracles.